Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley knows best. Lindsie Chrisley's net worth revealed. She's earning more than you think. Lindsie Chrisley might have stepped away from reality, but she has managed to build a career off of it. The star walked away from season 5 of Chrisley Knows Best. However, she has built a big bank account since then. Lindsie stepped away from the USA Network and dived into a solo career. She is into podcasting and being an influencer now. Alone, she has built a successful career away from the family show. Due to a public family friction, she also got rid of her family name since she claimed that the name did not give her income or opportunity. So how much is she worth in 2025? Read on to find out. Chrisley Knows Best. Todd fed up with Lindsie's drama. Todd Chrisley is fed up with his daughter's drama. The Chrisley Knows Best star didn't hold back while criticizing Lindsie. The Chrisley family discussed Lindsie in their Chrisley Confessions 2.0. He was especially snarky towards his daughter. He said that Lindsie was collaborating with Kailyn Lowry on a 3-part podcast. However, he and the other Chrisleys would provide the same story for free, unlike Lindsie, who has a Patreon account. Todd also commented on Lindsie still using the Chrisley surname if she is so disgruntled about her family. If you're going to change your last name, take our last name off your social media. Moreover, he wasn't too thrilled about her discussing the family in her podcasts. He went off saying this stuff was getting too old, as they have been talking about it for 6 years now. I don't know many ways you can spin this SHT. I'm over it, the dad said. Chrisley Knows Best. Lindsie's net worth in 2025. Lindsie has built a successful income, even after stepping away from reality TV. The Chrisley Knows Best star exited the show after season 5. Since then, she continued to grow her brand and career. She has managed to build multiple revenue streams to maintain a good lifestyle. Even though her relations with her family are rocky, she has built her own family away from the Chrisleys. Lindsie's net worth is estimated to be about $1.50 to $2 million, according to a few websites. Much of her income comes from her having a stable fan base that she acquired during her reality TV. She quit reality TV in 2015 but has started a social media presence that is helped up by her fans. Her main income comes from her podcast, Coffee Convos, that she co-hosts with teen mom alum Kailyn Lowry. The podcast has a consistent following and people tune in for their takes. Kailyn mentioned that she earns more on Coffee Convos than she did on Teen Mom. Lindsie's earnings must be high, even though the exact amount is not sure. Her strong social media presence with over 700K followers on IG brings her brands and sponsorships. Lindsie works with Sunshine Influencers, a management company that helps her secure brand partnerships. She has promoted major lifestyle and beauty brand names including Zevo Insect, Function of Beauty, and Bondi Boost, among others. She also admitted on losing equity on real estate during her divorce from her ex-husband. For more updates on Lindsie, follow TV seasons and spoilers. For years, Lindsie Chrisley's name has floated in and out of headlines like a mystery that never fully settles. She's the estranged daughter, the podcast queen, the quiet storm behind the loud Chrisley brand. And for just as long, fans have debated one thing. How much is she really worth? Some insisted she was scraping by. Others swore she was pulling in quiet millions while keeping her distance from the family drama. But now, after months of rumors, cryptic hints, and online sleuthing, the truth has finally surfaced. And let's just say, Lindsie Chrisley has been cashing in far more than anyone expected. A comeback no one saw coming. When Lindsie walked away from Chrisley Knows Best, many believed she was walking away from fame entirely. She had been the first to carve her own path, break from the reality TV mold, and step into life on her own terms. The departure shocked audiences, but what no one realized was that Lindsie was quietly building a brand that would eventually dwarf what she made on television. The public breakup with her parents, the feud with Todd, the legal battles, fans assumed the conflict had left her career in shambles. But while the family drama dominated headlines, Lindsie was behind the scenes drafting a different story for herself. She turned to podcasting, something she once considered a side gig. And then, Almost overnight, it became her empire. The Podcast Princess: How Lindsie Turned a Mic into Money. Lindsie's biggest financial weapon hasn't been TV, Instagram, or sponsorships, though those help. It has been her podcast empire, built on candid conversations, open book honesty, and a fiercely loyal audience who sees her as the most real Chrisley. Industry insiders estimate that top female podcasters with Lindsie's download numbers can rake in $25,000 to $40,000 per episode depending on advertisers. And while Lindsie doesn't flaunt her metrics, she's been in the top charts often enough that insiders feel confident assessing her range. Between ad revenue, brand packages, and exclusive partnerships, podcasting alone may be bringing her well into the mid-six figures annually. Even her critics have to admit, the girl can talk, and the world is listening. New ventures, new money. But Lindsie didn't stop there. Behind the scenes, she's been quietly stacking additional income streams. Sparkle's social media deals. Lindsie's social platforms aren't the flashiest, but they're curated, intentional, and high value. Brands love her for that. Wellness products, parenting collabs, beauty partnerships. She's been cashing in, reportedly earning up to $10,000 per sponsored post. Sparkle's influencer consulting. Few people know this, but multiple sources say Lindsie has done behind-the-scenes consulting for smaller influencers and podcast hosts, helping them build their brands. It's hush-hush work, but the paychecks are real and impressive. Sparkle's real estate investments. She may not brag like Todd used to, but Lindsie has made smart investments in several properties in Georgia, quietly building long-term equity. Sparkle's her upcoming book. A major publisher allegedly approached her earlier this year, and while she hasn't confirmed details, insiders say the advance alone could be in the low to mid-six figures. If true, that's another layer to Lindsie's rising net worth cake. So, what is her net worth? After pulling together every stream, the podcast income, sponsorship deals, consulting work, real estate, and upcoming projects, financial analysts estimate that Lindsie Chrisley's net worth sits around Moneybag $2.5 million to $3 million. That's right. The once-quiet Chrisley sibling is doing far better than most fans ever imagined. She's not just surviving after stepping away from her famous family. She's thriving, living life on her terms. For Lindsie, the real win isn't the money, it's the independence. She's said it many times. She feels freer without the chaos of reality television and the rigid expectations that came with being a Chrisley child in the spotlight. Her success now is hers, not part of a family brand or a TV contract. Even her personal struggles, co-parenting, healing from family estrangement, navigating public scrutiny, have become part of her story, one her followers deeply connect with.